Test.
That's a little loud. Way too loud. Yeah, put it down the same thing as those. There we go.
Test 1, 2.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, John. See what I'm talking about people going? Well, there's only maybe more than 2 people out there. What? Okay, we got freshmen, everybody coming in this side, and they're walking across the floor and bringing the lights. So this should only be seniors and sophomores. Seniors and sophomores only this side. Come on, ladies, hurry! We can hold hands later. Really chased him.
Please, please.
Uh-oh, I lost my little ball.
Want me to say hello, hello? 1, 2, 1, 2. That work? Yeah. That works.
Okay.
Are you sticking it over here? In and out very
Just a reminder, could you please not walk on the main court where the lights are?
That thing fell off somewhere. Oh. I just pulled the other one out of there. I don't know where it's at.
Please find your seats as soon as possible.
That's what I told you, we need a ton of people. Guys! We got nobody out there working at all. And I just told don't let freshmen on this side. I'll let this guy. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, they're in the hug. Let's do a court. That's for the homecoming court. If he wants to be on the court, that's fine. We can put him in as a sophomore, freshman, whatever he wants. No? Hey guys, do not walk across the middle. Go back around. Are you going to the freshman side? Yeah. There should be any other door then. Freshmen, do not come through this door. Do not walk across the middle. Go back around.
1 2 1 2. It worked. So just like look over.
Please, do not walk across the middle of the court. Please do not walk across the middle of the court.
Where would be a good, because that way is too dark. We have to have the light.
Just anywhere out of here, I guess, or probably in that corner. Do the best. Sam, you want to bring them up and get them lined up?
Yeah, I took the second bell. I'll call Mallory now.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of a weird year starting off with Coronation as our first assembly, but we'll make it happen. At this time, could you please rise and feel free to join in with Ashley Patrick as she sings our national anthem. Asian lady that works in that clothes box.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ashley. Another round of applause for Ashley, please. Very nicely done. Okay, I just want to go over a couple housekeeping items, so if you guys could quiet down just for a second. If everybody could quiet down just for a second, we can get rolling. I'm kind of waiting for everybody to be quiet. Thank you. The only real housekeeping item we have is at the end of the assembly, we dismiss the court first, and that's the entire court. Will go down the black carpet and head out either one of the doors, so we just ask that you wait until everybody is out before you depart. John, I'm too loud. So, let's get it rolling. Your MCs for the 2017 Coronation, Ashley Clippard and Sarah Garcia Perez.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the 2017 Homecoming Coronation. I'm Samantha Garcia Perez.
And I'm Ashley Clippard.
And we will be your hosts this morning. First and foremost, may we have everyone, oh, just kidding. First off, we want to thank and introduce our escorts for tonight. First of all, we have Jose Aguiniga. And stepping in, we have Miss Berzovic. All right. Go ahead.
As well as our awesome coronation committee for setting all of this up, and not to mention our orchestra for playing today. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. And we also want to give a big thanks to all of you guys, the friends, family, and the students of MTHS for coming out today.
Here at MTHS, coronation is done a little differently, as we have the teachers, advisors, and coaches nominate students who they believe go above and beyond in their classrooms, clubs, and on the field.
These candidates here tonight are a true representation of what Terrace is all about. But don't get me wrong, there are students who go above and beyond and did not make it to homecoming coronation court. And if it were up to me, every student at Terrace deserves to be either a king or a queen.
I definitely agree. But moving on, today's coronation will include the following. Each member of the court will be introduced along with some interesting facts about them. Then they will present a rose to a member of their family or a friend. After all the candidates have been introduced, we will announce the winners.
Okay, sounds good, Ash. Let's get to it. So let's start off with the freshman class. The first couple is Vivian Tran and Marcus Nelson. Okay.
Hey Sam, did you know that when asked what a perfect day would look like,
Go, say Vivian Tran.
Vivian Tran answered that her perfect day would include taking a fat nap the entire day.
You know, Ash, I did not, but yet I completely agree with her. However, Marcus Nelson did say that the best 3 words to describe him would be funny, determined, and cool.
Wow, sounds like an awesome guy. When both candidates were asked if they put the cereal or the milk in first, Vivian said, "Are you serious? Definitely cereal." Marcus, however, has a different method, where he doesn't even use milk and eats cereal with juice.
You know, Ash, I have to try that out sometime.
Yep. And that was Vivian Tran and Marcus Nelson. Our next freshman couple is Leo Diaz and Allison Reyes Davies.
When asked about the dumbest way that she's gotten injured, Allison had a bit of a story.
Yeah, I heard that a couple weeks before Halloween in 7th grade, She was carving a pumpkin when the knife slipped and accidentally stabbed her other arm, and her mom had no idea what to do.
Ouch, that must have hurt. But fun fact about Leo Diaz, we asked him if his plane was about to crash, who would he want sitting next to him? And he answered, someone with a parachute.
Never thought about that. You know, a couple words to describe Allison would be spirited, outgoing, and athletic.
You know, I would probably have to describe Leo as talented because when asked if he pours the cereal or the milk first, he said both at the same time.
And that's Leo Diaz and Allison Reyes Davies. Our last freshman nominees are Lydia Sese and Max Schreck.
You know, interesting thing about Leah, she said if she could be one animal, she would want to be a dog because they are always chilling, eating, sleeping, and looking cute all the time.
Honestly, me too, Lydia. Me too. When asked which of the 7 dwarfs is most like him, he said he would actually like to be the 8th dwarf, called Liddy.
All right. When asked when Lydia's most useless talent is, she responded with, and I quote, "Ha, talent? Never heard of that."
Same. We're so relatable. Mac also said that the celebrity that he thinks he resembles most would be Kevin Hart.
And that was our last freshman nominees, Lydia and Mac. All right, now we are going to be moving on to the sophomores.
First up is Kaylee Wagner and Luca Grant. When asked both nominees what they call their boat, they had one. Kaylee said that she would call hers Lil Boat, and Luca said he would call his the SS Cap'n Crunch.
You know, Ashley, one of Kaylee's biggest pet peeves is when Lauren Allen chews gum.
When asked what the most depressing food ever was, Luca answered with tofu.
You know, one food that is not depressing in Kaylee's opinion is pineapple pizza because she said, and I quote, "If it's with Canadian bacon, it's slapping."
And that was Kaylee Wagner and Luca Grant.
All right, our next sophomore nominees are Jude Armstrong and Maisie Castaneda. All right. When asked Maisie what trend makes no sense to her, she said, clout glasses.
When we asked Jude what his favorite superpower would be, or what he would want to be, he said he would want the power to go back in time to fix the Joof misspelling. I don't, whatever. I think it was a misspelling.
All right. And when asked Maisie if she puts the milk in or the cereal first, she said, actually, I can't drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant.
Same. Lactose intolerant pants. When we asked Jude, he said, if you do the milk first, I will cut you out of my life. Do not test me.
So no milk, guys. Do not pour the milk first.
And that was Jude Armstrong and Maisie Castaneda.
All right. And our last sophomore nominees are Sierra Laney and Mark Primavera. When asked what's the dumbest way he has gotten injured, Mark said, and I quote, by doing hours worth of Cornell notes.
Ellinger. Anyways, Sierra has a much sadder story about the dumbest time she has ever gotten injured, because when she was 6 years old, she believed she could jump very far and tried to push her limits and jump from one chair to another, but ended up breaking her hand.
You know, maybe Mark could have fixed that for you, Sierra, because when asked, he says he wants to be a doctor in the future.
Okay, I see you, Mark. 3 words to describe Sierra would be energetic, persistent, and a leader.
All right, and that is our last sophomore nominees, Sierra Laney and Mark Primavera. Moving on to our wonderful juniors, our first couple is Abby Johnson and Brandon Bach.
When both candidates were asked whether they would rather go back in time or see the future, Brandon said he'd see the future, to see what the world is going to be like, whereas Abby said she'd go back in time to relive her happiest moments.
Nice, Ashley. Did you know that Abby's most useless talent is that she can wiggle her ears?
I didn't, Sam, but I'd like to see that. When asked who he'd want to be sitting next to on a plane, he said that he would like to sit by a professional skydiver.
That was good, I get it.
Clever. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is a long one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And there it is. And that was Abby Johnson and Brandon Bach. Our next couple is Emma Agricola and Andy Nguyen.
All right. Abby may have been able to wiggle her ears, but did you know that Emma can fit 27 grapes in her mouth?
That's a lot of grapes. When asked whether the cereal or milk comes first, Andy said both at the same time.
You know, that's a solid answer. When asked when she wants to be when she grows up, Emma said, taller.
Well, if Andy could have a superpower, he would have the power of teleportation, so he could teleport far, far away. Oh, this is a very long one. Look at this. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. And next up on the junior class is our last nominees for the junior class. We have Jessie Martineau and Sonia Egbram. When asked what her favorite TV show was, Sonia said, Stranger Things. You crumpled it up. When asked whether she put the milk or the cereal first, Sonia said, cereal.
When we asked Jesse what his favorite sport was, he said football, naturally, QB talent.
One quote that Jesse would say runs his life right now is, Terrace runs Wesco.
Boom, there it is. And that was Jessie Martineau and Sonia Agron. Now moving on to the class of 2018, the seniors. This one runs a little differently. Now, while each of the other classes have 2 winners, the prince and the princess, the senior class will have 6 total winners, consisting of a first and second prince and princess, as well as king and queen.
All right, let's get to it. Our first couple from the senior class is Bree Houtman and Corey Takea.
When asked the question, what is one quote that best describes your life in this moment, Bree said, the heels that are killing me.
I see what she did there. When asked whether he puts the cereal or the milk first, Corey said, neither. The bowl comes first.
Exactly. When Bree was asked to describe what a perfect day looks like to her, she said, April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. You only need a light jacket.
Sounds like a nice day to me. Fun fact about Corey, when he grows up, he wants to be either Andy Shaw or Eugene Subert.
That was Corey Takea and Bree Houtman. Our next couple is Rosie Lee and Eugene Subert.
When asked what current trend makes no sense to him, Eugene said, any trend. Fidget spinners, fidget cubes, silly bands, sandals with socks, anything.
Wow, thanks, Eugene. I only feel attacked. Rosie's most useless talent is that she is able to take a 6-hour nap, wake up, and eat, then go back to sleep. She's also a procrastination master.
That's impressive. Eugene's biggest pet peeve is parents letting their kids drown.
It's also worth noting that Eugene is a lifeguard. Well, if Rosie could be any of the 7 dwarfs, she would be Sleepy, because he's a nap god.
All right, and that was Rosie Lee and Eugene Subert. Our next couple is Candace Disney and Sam Johnson. When both candidates were asked how they feel about putting pineapple on pizza, Sam said, "That should be a crime punished to a highest degree of the law," and Candace said, "I'm a fan."
Well, if Candace was in a plane crash, she would want R. Kelly sitting by her so he could start singing, "I believe I can fly," and they wouldn't crash.
You know what? Good thinking. Sam says a perfect day would look like to him is literally any day where he doesn't have to do homework.
And I could not agree more.
Let's watch their handshake. Oh.
With it,
Okay. All right.
grab it, slap it,
Oh, very nice.
And that was Candace Disney and Sam Johnson. Our next couple is Sammy Ruiz and Diego Aguinaga.
When asked what was her most embarrassing moment, it was when she fell on her butt playing softball in front of one of the best coaches in the nation.
Ouch, Sammy, that must have hurt. A celebrity Diego thinks he most resembles is Jennifer Lopez, because she is Hispanic and hardworking.
Speaking of hardworking, Sammy wants to be a pediatric oncologist when she grows up. Ooh.
In terms of pineapple on pizza, Diego said it's his favorite type of pizza.
All right, you're disqualified.
And that was Diego Aguinaga and Sammy Ruiz. Our next couple is Julia Hart and Chase Alberts.
Fun fact about Julia, when she was in the 5th grade, she ran into a pole.
Who didn't, to be honest? When asked what celebrity Chase resembled, he said Ryan Gosling, because take a look at that jawline.
God dang. When asked what she wants to be when she grows up, Julia said a physical therapist. And she also said that if she had a boat, she would name it Boats and Toes.
Interesting, because Chase said he would name his boat Bodie McBoatface.
How professional. Chase's most useless talent is that he can ride a unicycle.
Oh. And that was Chase Alberts and Julia Hart.
Our last couple of this morning and our last couple of senior class is Keegan Grayson and Jasmine Zank.
When asked what celebrity she resembles most, Jazz said Iggy Azalea, because we can both rock cornrows and are really good rappers.
You know, Jazz, you're right. You are a really good rapper. When Keegan was asked what celebrity he believes that he resembles most, he said The Rock, because we both have the same bodies. And you know what? We just look the same.
Jazz also said that if she was on a plane that was crashing, she would want to sit by Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, because he can transport them to another planet.
One of the dumbest ways that Keegan has gotten injured was when he was cutting 2 hash browns and pushed a little too hard and sliced his finger.
And that was Jasmine Zank and Keegan Grayson, finishing off the senior class.
All right.
And that was all for nominees this morning. Now let's move on and find out who the winning royalty is.
But Ashley, before we start, we have a very important person here with us today. And he's going to help us come down and crown all of the winners today. Can we have last year's ASB president and second prince, Hanny Nakor, come down to crown all the winners? All right. We are happy to have you here, Hanny.
We love you, and we miss you every day.
All right. Well, Stu is going to hand me a couple envelopes that has the results of tonight's winners. All right.
Can I have a drum roll, please, for the freshman class?
The freshman class here. The freshman prince and princess is Vivian Tran and Leo Diaz.
I'll crown the girl first.
All right, come on
Congrats
up,
to
guys.
you two. Only a month into school, and you've been crowned prince and princess.
Wow, look at them walk.
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Go, Hanny. All right, moving on, I have the sophomore
Sophomore class. Can
Sophomore
we get
class.
a drum roll, please? For sophomore prince and princess, we have Luca Grant and Ciara Laney.
Ow, ow! Okay. It's okay, girl. It's okay.
Beautiful.
Wow, look at that. All right. And now we have the junior class. Stu, the envelope, please. All right. The junior prince and princess is Abby Johnson and Andy Nguyen.
Let's go. Woo.
Shining, look at them.
Glowing.
Glowing. Slay, shall people say these days. Beautiful, look at that. I was talking about you, Andy. Beautiful.
Now the moment we have all been waiting for. It is time to announce the senior finalist court.
As stated before, it will be a second princess, a first princess, and then the queen, as well as a second prince, a first prince, and a king. We're gonna start off with the second prince and princess for now. Stu, thank you so much. Hopefully I don't pull a Steve Harvey. The senior second prince and princess are Bree Houtman and Chase Alberts.
Yeah!
Look at those presidents go.
Look at them. 4 years later. This is them now.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Strut your stuff, Bree.
We all love them.
Strut your stuff, Chase.
Big Six president and senior class president. Amazing.
All right, I think it's time for the first prince and princess.
That's harder than it looks.
You're doing a great job, Hanny. Keep it up. All right. I have the envelope for the first prince and princess. Do the the honors, Ashley.
For First Princess, we have Sammy Ruiz, and for First Prince, we have Diego Aguinaga.
Wow. Beautiful, aren't they, guys? All right, now it is the time we have all been waiting for. This is where we crown the king and the queen.
Biggest drum roll, please.
We need better, guys. All right, the envelope for Stu. Thank you. I'm not good with envelopes. I'm sorry. All right. The queen is Candace Disney.
Oh my
And
God,
the king
look at her.
is Corey Takea.
Woo! Oh, yes, look at them.
These are students that have shown that they go above and beyond at our school, guys. Give them a big, big round of applause.
Is that my tiara?
Hello.
All right, at this moment, can we have the fall sports captains that have brought gifts for the king and queen to come down and present them? This includes cross country, girls swim, cheer, football, boys tennis, and girls soccer.
Standing in the right place.
All right. Go in front. Go in front. All right, first off, we have cheer, giving them their gifts. Next up, we have football. All right, maybe. Yep. Boys swim, no? All right. Boys tennis. And we also have boys tennis down here.
Oh, yes, boys tennis. Give them the gifts.
All right, thank you guys so much for bringing those today. We appreciate that. Guys, can we get another round of applause for not only the winning prince and princess, but to the whole court tonight? They look so beautiful and handsome. Okay. Don't forget, this is a jam-packed week since it is HOCO week. We have a fun week planned for you guys, and we just all hope you have fun.
We will all be back here Friday afternoon for a special spirit assembly, and we will need you guys to please bring A, your Chromebooks, and B, your Proud Energy, but not your backpacks, just your Chromebooks.
All right, I cannot wait to see you guys all decked out for the Spirit Days the rest of the week. If you guys don't know what they are, they're downstairs. This has been the 2017 Homecoming Coronation, but don't go just yet. We're going to dismiss everyone in waves. First off with the court, then the parents, and then the students. Here is Stu with further instructions.
Okay, if the remaining court members could come down and form the gauntlet.
Hey, Ashley.
Hurry.
Give it up, guys. They all look great.
Hurry, just put it around their shoulders. As soon as the king and the queen are ready. Thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. You have 6 minutes and 37 seconds to get to your third period class.
Where did the...
We're down in the hub.
Is anyone else?